Merry Christmas and welcome back to ROADTRIpVIA, the road trip ready trivia quiz made to be played in the car. Today's episode is number 725. The category is Popular Christmas Presents number 1. We had so many popular Christmas presents, we actually divided this up into 2 quizzes, so there is a Popular Christmas Presents number 2 coming up later this month. Be on the lookout for it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you want to. Let's get started with question number 1. In 1977, a single movie came out to American theaters that revolutionized the film industry, and the merchandising from that film became the hottest toys of the year. What film franchise was it that, as of 2025, has released 12 theatrical films and whose toys are still hot sellers? (1977) was the introduction of Star Wars. Question number 2, first released in 1978, what was the name of the electronic game of memory skill invented by Ralph H. Baer and Howard Morrison that creates a series of tones and lights and requires a user to repeat the sequence? It's a little electronic game that lights up and makes noises, and you have to play it back the same way it played it to you. That game is called Simon. Question number 3. Originally it was called the VCS, but in 1982 the name was changed to the more popular 2600. What company released one of the most popular early home video game systems that came with games like Combat, Air-Sea Battle, Video Olympics, and Surround? Originally, it was called the VCS, then it was changed to the Atari 2600. Atari is the answer. Question number 4. Originally designed to explain 3D geometry, what was the name of the 3D combination puzzle invented by and named after a Hungarian sculptor and professor of architecture that became a worldwide craze in the 1980s and is still a popular gift today? I've got some cousins that are cubers. I'm not sure if that's what they call themselves, cubers, but it's the Rubik's Cube is the answer we're looking for. Question number 5. In the 1950s and 1960s, a popular line of toy figures were released that were based on what Belgian comic franchise that was centered on a fictional colony of small, blue humanoid creatures who live in mushroom-shaped houses? Those little blue guys were called Smurfs. Question number 6. Beginning in the early 1970s, what type of bicycles started to get built and sold by most of the major bicycle manufacturers after the off-road sport with the same abbreviation began to gain popularity nationwide? So we're looking for the type of bicycle that was named after an off-road sport. Those bicycles that got popular were the BMX. BMX. Question number 7. Initially, a line of morphing mechanical toys that were rebranded from Takara's Diaclone and the Micro Change toy line. What was the name of the toy line from Hasbro that was originally launched in 1984 and had more than meets the eye to each piece? If you know your 80s cartoons, you know that more than meets the eye was Transformers. Transformers is the answer. Question number 8. In 1990, what popular comic book and cartoon franchise got their first live-action film featuring 4 animal brothers that propelled the merchandise and toy line associated with it into the spotlight? It started as a comic book, it turned into a TV cartoon, then it got a live-action movie. The answer is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Question number 9. Coming with a Heavy Slammer game piece, what was the name of the brand of juice whose bottle caps were used to play the game that was used when it was patented and popularized in the 1990s? What was the name of the brand of juice that was used? I don't know exactly what it stood for, but I think it was something like pomegranate, orange, and grape, but the answer is POG. It was the POGs. Question number 10. First premiering in 1992, what was the name of the titular purple dinosaur that conveyed educational messages through song and dance, and whose toy line became one of the hottest sellers and most requested gifts of the 1990s? Depending on your age in the 1990s, you either thought he was awesome or super annoying. The answer is Barney. Question number 11. Based on the Japanese franchise Super Sentai, what was the name of the TV series and toy line that centered around 5 teens, Jason, Kimberly, Zach, Trini, and Billy, who control colossal dinosaur-themed assault machines called Zords? And when all those Zords came together, it formed the Megazord. The answer was the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Question number 12. Created in 1993, what was the major fad and collectible craze during the second half of the 1990s that were collected not only as toys, but also as a financial investment due to the perceived high resale value of certain rare ones? Turns out that was a poor choice for a financial investment. The answer was Beanie Babies. Question number 13. The franchise began as Pocket Monsters, Red and Green. But what is the more common name of the mixed media franchise that was adapted into various different media and is estimated to be the highest grossing media franchise of all time? More so than Disney, than any Warner Brothers, the highest grossing media franchise of all time, Pocket Monsters or Pokemon. Question number 14. What was the collective name of the 4 original 10-inch dolls that were released on May 21st, 2001, individually named Yasmin, Chloe, Jade, and Sasha, that featured almond-shaped eyes adorned with eyeshadow and lush, big, glossy lips? We're looking for the collective name of those original 10-inch dolls. Those were the Bratz dolls, and were very popular. Question number 15. Inspired by traditional Japanese Begoma tops, what is the name of the line of competition spinning top toys originally developed by Takara, first released in Japan in July of '99 and brought to America by Hasbro in 2002? It came with a couple of tops and a stadium to battle them in. Those were called Beyblades. Question number 16. John Lloyd Wright invented what popular wooden construction toy after traveling with his father, the architect Frank Lloyd Wright, to Japan while Frank was the lead designer on the Imperial Hotel construction? John Lloyd Wright invented what popular wooden construction toy? After seeing how the Japanese built buildings, he invented Lincoln Logs. Question number 17. Founded in 1917 and based in Chicago, What is the name of the American toy company that also produces scooters, tricycles, and bicycles, but is best known for their popular red toy wagon? What is the name of that Chicago company popular for its famous red toy wagon? Those wagons are called radio flyers. Question number 18. With a huge resurgence in sales after appearing in 1983's A Christmas Story, what is one of the most popular brands of toy BB guns ever made since its first introduction in the spring of 1940? So they first came out in the 1940s, and after 1983's A Christmas Story, this brand got super popular because all Ralphie wanted was a Daisy Red Ryder BB gun. Red Ryder or Daisy Red Ryder is it. 19. What is the name of the pre-compressed helical spring toy invented by Richard James in the early 1940s that can perform a number of tricks, including traveling down a flight of steps end over end? It's very hard to describe a simple toy like this and not completely give it away, but the answer is Slinky. And question 20, invented in 1946 by Albert Carter and Abe Bookman and currently manufactured by Mattel, what is the name of the spherical, plastic fortune-telling device that the user asks a yes or no question to and then turns it over to reveal an answer? Shake it and you say, is this the end of the quiz? You turn it over and the magic 8 ball says, it seems so. Yes, that is the end of the quiz. Magic 8 ball was the answer to question 20, and that is it for the first 20 questions of episode number 725, Popular Christmas Presents. There is a question 21 tiebreaker coming up at the end of this episode if you need to stick around for that. If you like Christmas trivia, now is a good time to subscribe to this channel because we still have about a week left of Christmas trivia quizzes before the big day. And then if you like this format of trivia, subscribe to the channel because we post new quizzes all the time. We have over 1,000 episodes on the channel. Go check it out and get ready for question 21, the tiebreaker. Making it the first toy ever advertised on television and the first ad campaign targeted directly at children, the very first Mr. Potato Head TV commercial aired on April 30th of what year? The very first Mr. Potato Head commercial was April 30th of 1952, making it one of the most popular toys of that Christmas. That is it for today. Thank you for watching. Whichever player got closest to 1952 is going to win the point. If you're not familiar with how we do the tiebreaker quiz, you don't have to get it right on. Whichever player gets closest to 1952 is going to win the point. And if there was a tie after question 20, whoever won that point just won the whole game. Congratulations. Thank you for watching. Merry Christmas. See you next time.